Have you ever wondered if humanity's history is incomplete? If ancient civilizations, kings, and even religions were influenced by something not of this earth? From mysterious cave paintings to medieval manuscripts, there are strange, undeniable patterns in our history. Patterns that whisper of contact with something far beyond human understanding. Governments call it mythology. Historians call it superstition. But what if the truth has been hidden in plain sight? In this investigation, we journey across thousands of years, from the dawn of civilization to the modern era, to uncover real encounters with what can only be described as the other. This isn't about UFO sightings in the 20th century. This is about deep time. Encounters that predate the telescope, the printing press, even the written word itself. Stay with me, because by the end of this, you might not see our history or our place in the universe the same way again. Our story begins in the shadowy corridors of prehistory. Long before pyramids, before Babylon, before writing, humans left behind art. Not random art, but impossibly precise depictions of beings they could not have seen. In the caves of Val Camonica, Italy, thousands of petroglyphs show figures in what look eerily like helmets, with circular objects in the sky above them. These carvings are over 10,000 years old. In Australia's Kimberley region, the Wandjina, mysterious, ghostly figures with huge black eyes and no mouth dominate ancient rock art. The indigenous people say they came from the clouds and brought law and knowledge. Where did these images come from? These weren't doodles. They were sacred, consistent across vast distances and preserved with care. Were our ancestors just making this up? Or were they documenting the most important events they had ever witnessed? Nearly every ancient culture speaks of gods who descended from the sky, and in some cases, ruled among humans. The Sumerians tell of the Anunnaki, those who from heaven to earth came. They brought agriculture, mathematics, and kingship in one leap. The Dogon tribe of Mali had ancient knowledge of Sirius, a star system invisible to the naked eye. They said they learned it from the Nomo, beings who arrived in a great ship that landed on the water in a cloud of smoke. In Mesoamerica, Quetzalcoatl, the feathered serpent, was said to have descended from the heavens, bringing civilization to the Aztecs. He promised to return one day from the east. Were these just myths? Or were they memories altered by centuries of retelling? If beings truly came from the sky thousands of years ago, do you think they ever left? Or could they still be here watching? Drop your theory in the comments. Across the ancient world, there are impossible structures that baffle modern engineers. The pyramids of Giza align with Orion's belt perfectly. The stones at Pumapunku in Bolivia are cut with machine-level precision, interlocking like a three-dimensional puzzle. Easter Island's Moai statues face inward, as if guarding something on the island. Legends say the Sky People taught them how to move the colossal heads, weighing up to 82 tons without wheels. Mainstream archaeology says primitive tools and manpower explain it all. But if that's true, why do some of these sites contain stone types quarried hundreds of miles away, across mountains and rivers, in ways we can't replicate today? Either our ancestors had lost technologies we've yet to rediscover, or they had help from somewhere else. Fast forward to medieval times, an era before photography, but rich with documentation. In 1561, the skies over Nuremberg, Germany, erupted in what was described as an aerial battle between cylindrical and spherical objects. Hundreds witnessed it. The event was printed in the town's newspaper, complete with woodcut illustrations. In 1235, Japanese General Yoritsume and his army observed strange lights dancing in the night sky for hours. His astronomers said it was the wind making the stars sway. Really? Stars swaying? Even Christopher Columbus wrote in his journal of a great light that rose from the sea and moved rapidly through the sky, just days before discovering the New World. If these encounters were real and recorded across centuries, why are they absent from our history books? What if someone has been actively curating history, choosing what we're allowed to remember? In the Vatican's secret archives lie countless manuscripts locked away from the public. Some researchers believe these contain first-hand accounts of visitors from the stars. During the Spanish Inquisition, countless heretical books were destroyed, including ancient codices from Mesoamerica. Could they have contained records of alien contact? Even in modern times, government archives hold classified UFO files sealed for national security reasons. Why national security? If it's all fantasy, why hide it? The deeper we dig, the more we find. Not just evidence of encounters, but deliberate suppression. The 20th century brought photography, radio, and eventually video. And with it came a new wave of encounters. In 1942, during World War II, Allied pilots reported glowing orbs following their aircraft. They called them Foo Fighters. Military officials never gave a clear explanation. In 1950, in McMinnville, Oregon, a farmer captured photographs of a disc-shaped craft hovering over his farm. The negatives were analyzed by experts and remain unexplained to this day. Then came 1967, the Shag Harbor incident in Canada. Multiple witnesses, including police, saw a glowing object crash into the sea. Navy divers searched, but found nothing. By now, the sightings were no longer whispers. They were becoming impossible to ignore. As sightings increased, so did government secrecy. In 1947, the Roswell incident changed everything. The US military first claimed it had recovered a flying disc. Within 24 hours, they changed the story to a weather balloon. Project Blue Book investigated thousands of UFO reports. Officially, it concluded there was no evidence of extraterrestrial life. Unofficially, many former insiders claim otherwise. Whistleblowers speak of crashed craft, reverse-engineered technology, and even recovered bodies. If even a fraction of this is true, the question isn't, are we alone? But rather, how long have we not been alone? Here's where it gets stranger. Many modern UFO encounters mirror ancient descriptions. Bright discs in the sky, beings in radiant clothing, sudden disappearances into beams of light. It's as if the same visitors have been returning for thousands of years. Same technology, same appearance, same purpose, unknown. Why are they here? To observe? To guide? Or to control? And if they've influenced our past, what role do they play in our future? We've traveled from ancient caves to modern battlefields, from sacred myths to classified files. The evidence is too consistent to ignore, yet the truth remains just out of reach. So I'll leave you with this. If humanity's history is not entirely our own, if our greatest leaps in science, culture, and technology were guided by another intelligence, then maybe the story of us is still being written, not just by human hands, but by something watching, waiting, and maybe intervening. This is SecretScape. If you believe the truth matters, like, share, and subscribe so more eyes can open. Because in our next investigation, we go even deeper into the shadows of history.